Hi. So I have just decided that I'm no longer going to be watching Black Clover because something that I just watched really pissed me off. Um, uh, okay. So with one of the most biggest fight scenes, they instead of having like the women participate in all this other stuff because they're meant to be equally as strong, right? But okay, why do you show so little scenes of women fighting then? But you'll show like minutes upon minutes and upon minutes of men fighting. And then when they show women, they show like them in like weak positions and stuff, like whether they're like talking badly to themselves or whatever. But don't get me wrong, there's some moments where they're super strong and stuff, but like the fight scenes are so short. Like when I think of Black Clover, I don't think about like women fighting. I think about a bunch of men fighting, which is fine, but like the thing that irked me was like it was so random and out of nowhere. Like this is like a show about like fighting and magic and all this other stuff, right? A lot of fighting, a lot of missions, a lot of all that stuff. It's honestly in okay, like and the women, of course, like they got bigger uh boobs and whatever, and okay, like all the characters are attractive and sexy and whatever. But the there is a weird highlighted thing about the women. Like it's not like I understand some animes do that, but like one of the women, she was like sitting on the ground and stuff and her shirt was ripped and she just was like that like the whole duration of the fight. And mind you, this is a very powerful woman and she's a healer and she's helped a lot in the past, but it's just but she has this attitude that's so meek along with like the other woman who's very powerful, and she was just sitting on the ground with like her shirt ripped and then her boobs out, well not out but like very sexualized, right, very obvious. And she was just like a damsel in distress, and she was just shown like twice or three times this is like the most important battle, and she's just sitting there on the ground. That's it. And this is not the first time she's been put in like a vulnerable position where she needs to be saved by a guy, which is crazy because no, she doesn't. She's extremely powerful, but they've shown her as anything like but powerful, if only like for 2 seconds to not get yelled at by the viewers. It was so out of nowhere. It was very inappropriate. I was like, what the fuck? And like then they randomly were like gushing over Asta randomly too, and it was just like, why do we